All right, Modern Warfare fans, I got some great news for you because Mr. Robert Bowling is here, and when he's in the studio, it's great news. What's up, man?
Nothing much. I mean, I'm excited. We're about to release the second DLC pack for Modern Warfare 2 already.
That's. I don't even know what to say because it feels like you just released the other one, the first one.
We did, but we want to keep them coming in hot.
Right. Keep things going. Now, the first one, which was, by all accounts, a hit.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers were insane. I mean, it was one of the top-selling Xbox Live DLCs.
Right. Now, what are we going to see in the second pack?
Well, the second pack, which we're referring to as the Resurgence pack.
Resurgence.
Okay. We're keeping with the formula. We're bringing you 5 locations that you can play in Modern Warfare 2. And so 3 of those are brand new locations you've never seen.
Okay.
And then we're keeping with what the fans wanted of seeing some of their favorite Call of Duty 4 maps coming back.
So, let's talk about the old ones first, and then I want to get into the new ones because I'm pretty excited about one of the new ones.
Yeah, excellent. So the ones we're bringing back are Vacant,
which
is the wide open Russian office complex, and there's some really cool details that we changed in that one that I think, depending on whatever your favorite game mode is, you're going to really like.
So you've taken the basic map and kind of updated it.
Yeah, we've updated it, new visuals, new atmosphere, a lot more detail, similar to what we did to the other ones. But this is the first time we're messing with the geo a little bit, depending on your game type, which is cool.
The geo.
Yeah. So the way the levels basically, if you remember in Vacant, when you get back to the back part,
right,
there's a hallway and then it opens up into the large office space.
Yep.
And there's a gate there that always prevents you from coming into that hallway. Well, depending on your game type now, we're going to take that gate away so that now you have extra flanking routes.
The gates are open.
Yeah.
The gate can be open.
It can be.
Okay.
And that's really cool because it's cool to see how such a small detail can change your entire strategy for a map.
Right.
And then the second one is Strike. Strike is one of the urban towns where you have the big monument in the center. Then you have the hotels around and the flower shop. And
right.
It was one of my favorite Call of Duty 4 maps. So it's really good for objective game types.
Right.
So yeah, that's the fan favorite ones we're bringing back.
And then what else you got?
So the new one.
Yeah.
And this one especially I'm excited for is called Carnival.
Okay.
And Carnival is like this desolated amusement park. It's this theme park, and it's not it's not like anything we've ever done before. It's not a war-torn city.
Right.
It's not an abandoned this or that. I mean, this is this amusement park that is overrun. Like you have your roller coaster, you have your fun house, you have your World of Tomorrow, you have all these really cool unique locations, and it's just an awesome place to fight in.
So it's your chance to really go in and shoot up some carnies.
Yeah. Shoot up some carnies. I mean, the carnies are long gone.
Right.
These guys are gone, but you can post up in their corn dog stand,
right,
and defend B all you want.
Really?
But it's really cool in objectives because I mean, when you're taking fire from a giant clown mouth, it's just awesome.
Now, is this a nighttime map? Is it a daytime map?
It's a daytime map.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a daytime map. But what really makes this map is its vantage points.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'll have a sniper who found his way up to the top of the roller coaster,
right,
and he's laying up there prone, and he's trying to pick cover B.
So you got some great sight lines.
Yeah, great sight lines. The top of the funhouse is awesome because it really covers like all of the maps. So if you can hold down the funhouse in the objective games, you're doing pretty good.
Now so that sounds like a lot of fun. That's the one I want to talk about is Carnival because I've heard some great things about it. I saw some pictures and it was like this looks like it's something we've always wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Go in and just go crazy in a theme park.
It's insane. And what's cool is like the maps that really come alive in multiplayer are the ones that use original assets.
Right.
And this is one of those maps. Like the designer started working on it. He's like, to do this right, we need to come up with all new art.
Right.
And so they just started hammering away on it, and that's why it's in the second. I mean, I really wanted it in the first DLC pack.
So they've been working on it for a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's right after launch. And like DLC 1, they're like, we could probably do it, but we want to give it as much polish.
Yeah, you want to do it
can.
right.
Yeah.
Right. You want to
so
do it
it's all original assets, and I mean, it really makes that.
Is it a big like a theme park, or what? Give us a sense of the scope.
It's fairly big. I mean, the atmosphere is huge, but the
Right.
actual player area is big as well. I mean, like I said, you have like all the major parts. You have the World of Tomorrow. You have the roller coasters. You have the game stands. You have the fun house, the bumper cars, the castle. You have this huge playable area, and they're each unique and themed out, and that's what makes it really cool.
Right. Wow. That sounds like a lot of fun. Now tell us about the next one.
The next one is Trailer Park, and Trailer Park's completely different. So this is like super tight, corridors. I mean, you have these trailer parks like super condensed all over. It's a maze to get through there. I mean, you can cut through the abandoned trailers. You can cut around the routes or the community area. You know, there's a pool area. There's a barbecue set with a picnic table and beer cans all over the place. I mean, this is a good old American trailer park.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second, because trailer parks, I mean, I assume it's not like a camping trailer park. This is like what we see on the side of the road, that some... they're manufactured housing, I think is what the proper term is.
Yeah, they're mobile estates.
Mobile estates, right.
Yeah, and this mobile estate, I mean, it's cool. And it actually, like, in context of the game, it's actually like the living quarters for the people who run the boneyard. So if you remember the boneyard level from the single
player. Are we
going
to see the boneyard in the distance?
You'll see it in the background.
Okay.
But that's not, you know, you're playing in this living quarters for that.
Right.
So they have all these like makeshift trailers that they live in. And it's just a cool map for objectives because like it's a maze.
It's just tight quarters.
When you see that HQ pop up, you're trying to figure out the best path. Do I want to cut through the tight knit corners where I could easily be pinned down?
Right.
You know, so there's obvious choke points.
Right.
Which just make it, you know, a thrill to play.
So 5 maps now. You've just you've got them out on the Xbox 360. They just released on PlayStation. What kind of feedback are you getting from the first map pack? I mean, now that everyone's got them in their hands.
Yeah. The feedback's been awesome. I
Right.
mean, I think the formula we went with of the 3 new maps and the 2 classics, a lot of people have really responded to.
Well, they were worried about it at the beginning.
They were.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
but
like,
you guys delivered.
Yeah, you know, people want new locations.
Right.
And we're all about that. Like, we want to hit you with brand new, fresh stuff. But early on, when we first started talking about DLC, you know, we went to the community and we're talking to them, we're seeing what they're saying and what they wanted. And there was a huge demand for some of their favorite Call of Duty 4 maps.
Right.
And that's what we wanted to make sure we delivered. We wanted that variety of all new locations, but also let you experience your favorites in an all new way. And you know, showing from the numbers and how many people are playing the new map pack, that formula seems to be working.
And how? Now, let's also look at, so assuming, you know, when this map pack comes out, that will add 5 more onto the 5. How many total maps are there going to be after this map pack gets released?
Oh God, I don't
what
know.
is the number? Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's high 20s.
Yeah, it is high 20s, isn't it? I mean, I think the most we've ever had on another game, I think, is 21 or 22.
Yeah.
So I think you guys may have the most maps of any multiplayer game easily.
We like options.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
So how much are they?
The map pack is gonna be coming out at 1,200 Microsoft points.
Okay, 1,200 Microsoft points.
So sticking with the formula we set before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, but you know, we still need to talk about the 5th map pack.
Yeah. Let's go on with that. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. So the 5th map in the Resurgence pack is Fuel. And Fuel is completely unique from the other ones in the map pack because this is another sniper haven.
Okay.
So we always like to, you know, gear at least one map towards a certain game type. You know, Trailer Park's all about the tight corridors. It's your run and gun type of guy. It's your HQ player. And Fuel is different. You know, it's wide open space. I mean, and I used to always talk about Overgrown being one of our biggest maps.
Right.
But Fuel is really competing for that title.
Does Fuel have the same up and downs like Overgrown did?
It does, because it's basically broken up into 2 sections, you could say. You have basically what it is, it's an oil refinery.
Right.
So you have, like, you know, the pumps and the outposts and all that, and that's wide open space, scarce cover. You know, that's where the sniper is going to be posting up. And then you have the big playable area, which is a large warehouse, all the offices, the interconnecting areas like that, and that's where the running gunners and the objectives are going to be. And it really keeps the objectives over there so the snipers can do their things, cover the points, and then the guys who want to run in there, get in the action, can do that on their own.
Now, what when you're playing these, what class do you go in as? I mean, what are you doing?
Me, I can't snipe.
Really?
I try to snipe.
Just not
I
your
can't
thing.
do it.
Okay.
So I'm definitely, you know, I try to always keep mobile, and I try to always keep silent. So I'm typically rolling with bling, so I can have a scar. And on that scar, I have a holographic sight and a suppressor. And then I have, you know, Cold-Blooded and Ninja Pro.
Right.
So I'm trying to stay always mobile and always stay silent. Try to get behind enemy lines, flank around there, and like clear them out that way when they're actually moving up.
So you're going just stealth style.
Always
going deep in behind. So these are 5 maps that are coming out. Have you been surprised at the reception of the first map pack?
I was. I mean, I know how just ravenous our community is.
Yeah.
But when this map pack hit, like, people ate them up. I mean, and when we first launched, we're like, okay, we're gonna limit the maps to the 2 stimulus playlists.
Right.
And we'll be doing that again with the Resurgence playlist.
Okay.
But what we learned from last time is before you could, if you wanted to play the new maps, you had to jump into those 2 playlists.
Right.
And the reason we did that is because we don't want to we don't want you to have a bad matchmaking experience. So, you want to play the new maps. We want to make sure you have plenty of people to play with so we condense them in there, and you can rotate through all the playlists. But then we just saw how fast the maps were selling and how much of the community
and how many people had them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, that's no longer a worry. Let's add them to the rest of the playlist.
Yeah.
So I think this time around, we're going to relook at that. We're like, maybe if demand's high, we're going to go right out of the gate and have all the maps and all the playlists.
Right.
But we're definitely still going to have those 2 dedicated playlists with the Resurgence Pack when we come out.
Yeah, I mean, for the some of the core audience on Xbox Live who played the first map pack, bought, as you just talked about, you sold a ton of them, and then they kind of stepped away from it and kind of poked their head in the Halo tent and played Halo Reach for a little while.
Right.
And now that's over, so now they're back at this. So it's like there's so much for them to do.
Yeah, and that's what's great. I mean, we love this roller coaster of games. Like,
they're 2 very different games, but they're 2 high quality games. The Halo, like I said, the Halo Reach beta just finished, and they're just in beta. But you guys have been shipping for quite some time now, and it's just there's so many options now for if you like first person shooters.
Yeah,
that's great. So, all right, so Robert, when are these going to be available?
The Resurgence Pack, which is coming out first on Xbox Live, is going to be available June 3rd.
So wait a minute. So if you're on another console, you're going to have to wait a little while to get these. Xbox Live members, you are going to get these first.
Yeah, a little bit. Jump on June 3rd and download them.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks.